Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dependent Fanatic channel. Michigan softball is in for a fight with Northwestern for the Big Ten titles coming up here in this video. I know after the amazing NFL draft that Michigan had with 13 draftees and 6 more undrafted free agents that were signed so far, I think that's probably it, but 19 players total going to the NFL. 13 drafted, the most in the nation this season. Tied for the most last season as well, but I have to take some time and appreciate what this softball program has done for the University of Michigan, because they're always winning the Big Ten title. Can they get to a national prominence again like in 2015? I'm not saying that, but I'm giving credit where credit is due here. Michigan is 37-14 overall, 16-3 in conference, with a 13-game win streak going on right now after their 3-game sweep to the hands of Northwestern at their place a few weeks ago. And that was the only series between the two, and Northwestern leads this series by 1 game, 17-2 overall in the Big Ten to Michigan's 16-3, and they are 31-9 overall. So Michigan actually has 6 more wins than Northwestern, but 5 more losses than Northwestern. Northwestern is on an overall 12-1 streak so far, where they lost to Purdue 5 games ago, 1-2, and that was not pretty for them. So there is hope here for Michigan. Michigan has a series. There's 1 series left for both of these programs. Michigan's is versus Ohio State, of course, at home to end this season. And Northwestern has Indiana. Odds are Northwestern will win the Big Ten regular season, but Michigan is plenty capable, we know that, of winning the tournament championship. So if Northwestern even slips up 1 game, I believe, the head-to-head, I guess, even though it was at their house, it'd go to them in the regular season. But we can beat them in the tournament, just like we did in hockey, just like we do in the football, everything. Michigan loves winning tournaments. So with that said, let's talk about the players and how we've gotten here. It's been a journey for these young ladies. I've been listening to WCBN, who is a a collective of students at the University of Michigan that put on a radio podcast, and they do it very well. And they cover games that you can't get on Big Ten Plus even. So they are always exciting to listen to. They have great hosts, contributors. Go check out WCBN. You might be listening to their Ohio State games this upcoming week to see if we do win the Big Ten championship. But we got to talk about the pitchers first and foremost for Michigan. We rely on Lauren Durkowski, who has a 2.19 ERA, a 15-7 record. She's pitched 162.2 innings. So we need her to be great. Aaron Hone is giving up 3.46 in the ERA, but has a 14-4 record. So she is good in cleanup duty. Usually our hitters, I guess, have enough runs where cleanup duty after Derkarski comes in. We are good enough. She pitched 91 innings this season so far. These stats are per mgoblue.com. They're more accurate than, say, anybody else, ESPN or NCAA.com, because I'll have team stats coming up here soon, and NCAA.com haven't updated since 4/26, which was 2 days ago. Anyway, that's the problem with being a stat-driven fanatic. You gotta wait for these things to, unless you do them yourself, in which I do that in, say, opponent schedules and what have you. On this channel, I do that. If it matters to me, I'll go do it myself. So stay tuned. Lauren Derkowski is the woman. Aaron Hone, I said. Hannah George, 1.85 ERA and a 6-1 record, 38 innings pitched. So we have a little bit of depth there. Jessica LeBeau, a 2.97 ERA, 2-2 record. So she hasn't closed out a couple of games that we needed her to, but 37.2 innings pitched. And then Emerson Aiken had a couple innings that just went horrible. We will not mention her stats, but she has the ability to get better, get stronger, get better, and improve here at the University of Michigan. Let's talk about hitting. Let's talk about offense here, where Michigan was actually 101st in batting average this season so far, at .284. Number one is Oklahoma with .379. So that is, we're far way off there from that. But Michigan was 55th in ERA, so pitching's not that horrible, with these 4 pitchers that are listed. We can get it done. Number one, though, is Tennessee with a 1.33 ERA. 54th in scoring is Michigan at 5.38 runs per game. But number one is Miami of Ohio with 9.45 runs. So, there's differences in schedules, of course, for all these teams, and the Big Ten usually is one of the weakest, and that's why Michigan's still here as a possibility of winning the Big Ten over Northwestern. We have to improve. We have to get better, of course, but we're there. We can harness this opportunity and get a jump start here in the WCS, the College World Series. So, but Ellie Searler is hitting .364. She has started all 51 of Michigan's games, has a .99 OPS, 42 runs, .55 slugging percentage, .44 on base percentage, and she's stolen 4 out of 7 bases that she tried to get. Maddie Erickson also started all 51 games here for the University of Michigan, .363 hit percentage, 1.009 OPS, 24 runs, and .616 slugging percentage, and a .390 on base percentage. Indiana Langford had a .304 hitting average, 45 games started, .728 OPS, 29 runs that she has scored. Slugging percentage for her has been .328, but on base percentage, .4. So very high. She gets on base and she steals bases. 13 stolen bases out of 18 attempts, not a bad average. Then you have Ella McVeigh hitting .296 on the season. 49 games played, 47 starts, .676 OPS, 18 runs on the season, .317 slugging percentage, and .361 on base percentage. She's stolen one base on one attempt. Kiki Tholl, the coach's relative daughter, is it her daughter? 2.82 hit percentage, which is pretty good. She started 50 of 51 games. 1.008 OPS, 23 runs, 613 slugging percentage, and a 395 on base percentage. 0 for 1 in stolen bases, so she tried it one time but couldn't get it. Ella Stevenson, the second Ella on this team, .273 hit percentage. Started 48 games for the Maize and Blue, .750 OPS, 22 runs, .247 slugging percentage. That's actually my birthday, 4/27, which was yesterday, the draft, man. It was amazing. It was a great day. And these women won as well, so I love it. I love it. Let's go softball. .323 on base percentage for Ella Stevenson, and she completed the one stolen base that she tried. Lily Valamont, .243 hit percentage, started 51 out of 51 games, .775 OPS, 27 runs. 40% on base, or slugging percentage, .335 on base percentage. She does not try to steal. But so does that mean she had a lot of walks? Because she's not getting a lot of hits. Started off 51 games. I think, yeah, that's what that means. She makes the pitcher work. All right. Jessica Conway, .233 hit percentage. Started off 51 games as well, .915 OPS, 41 runs this season, .534 slugging percentage. On base percentage was 38.1. And she steals bases, 10 out of 13 this season. And then we had the backups, I guess, coming in here was Ava Costales, .303 hit percentage. Started 26 games this season. 1.045 OPS. And 10 runs. .621 slugging percentage. And .424 on base percentage. Aaron Hone had a .222 hit percentage this season out of 28 starts, .633 OPS, 2 runs, .33 slugging percentage, .300 on base percentage. So for a young person, I think 3 or 4 of these players are freshmen, so this team is going in the right trajectory here. We cannot leave off Maddie Ramey. .200 hit percentage. No starts, but has played in 31 games. And has a 1.133 OPS. 11 runs on the season. So we cannot leave her out. I've gone over the Michigan team stats. This team has the ability to make a run and come together after in the second year of Bonnie Tholl's regime after Carol Hutchins, the GOAT, left. Last year wasn't so good, but we knew that was going to happen. Bonnie Tholl is rebounding here for this team, for us, for Michigan fans. So go out and support them, celebrate them, and say, go blue. Let's go.